Hello, friends. This is Biman Gandhi. I'm a business coach, and today I have brought yet another guest called Mukul Talwalkar on our show. There is one famous saying that the outer beauty pleases the eyes, but the inner beauty captivates the heart. If maintaining the outer beauty takes an effort, to realize the inner beauty takes even bigger efforts. Be it a human body or our homes or even our offices. You might wonder that I'm talking about interior design, but no. We are going to have an interesting conversation with something similar, which is called as interior stylist. Mukul Talwalkar, she is an interior stylist, and she will explain us that the style is the way to say who you are without even speaking a word. Mukul, welcome to the Woman of Influence show, a unique concept of business mantra.
Yes. So, namaste and good evening to everybody. Thank you for that introduction, Biman. So, I'll just get started. I'll explain what interior designing or interior styling is about.
Yeah, sure.
I can say that interior styling is like a one step or an extension of interior designing. So typically, we understand that an architect would design and build houses. An interior designer would do the flooring, the electrification, the ceiling, and the furniture for you. An interior stylist would go one step ahead and do the decoration or styling of any interior space, right? So for that, we can talk about the curtains, the cushions, the artifacts, the artwork, pots, flowers, etc. Right? So an interior stylist would make that interior space. So it could be a commercial place or it could be your home, residential. We make it more livable, right? So we get all these decor items to style your home because I believe that interior, what your interior decor is, it talks about you, it talks about your personality, what you really are, right?
Okay.
So I can say that the interior that has been done, it expresses your personality, right? So it's not just about getting few things together, all together, but it explains what your personality is, what you stand for. For example, one of my clients, he was into sports, or there's this another client who is a lot of into spirituality. So when I am working with such clients, I understand their personality first, what kind of a person they are, and I make sure that it is reflected into the interior and the decor in some way or the other.
Okay.
Right? So I
Nice.
can say that it is an icing on the cake. So let's say the interior designer has baked the cake, and I'm
Yeah.
just putting that little icing on it.
Oh,
Right?
wonderful. Yeah, wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful way to put it up. But how did it occur to you to pick up interior styling when the whole world was running behind interior designing?
Well, this happened about 10 years back, you can say. I'm an interior designer. So let me just take you one step before that. I wanted always to be a veterinary doctor
Okay.
because my father is a veterinarian and I wanted to follow his steps. But somehow destiny had different plans for me. So after graduation, I've done my BSc zoology, and then I decided to join interior designing. I've done a diploma from Marathwada College of Architecture,
Okay.
and I have done several interior projects also. But then as I kept on working on these projects, I realized that I have a keen eye for detail. I'm able to understand or coordinate the decor items more easily. So then I thought, let me just start this as an extension of interior designing. Let me take this as a profession. And since then, I have been exploring a lot of ways how I can promote this interior styling. And it was a big decision for me at that time, but it's definitely I'm enjoying every bit of it because, as you can see, there's a lot of shopping to be done,
Yeah.
right? So I get to travel a lot for this work that I do. And so I'm shopping and I'm doing my work and I'm getting paid for it. So
Oh. That's also an icing on the cake, right?
it is I think on the case.
But how do
Because
you
obviously
convince?
when you yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry. How do you convince your client about this new concept? Because it is over and above interior designing.
Yes, so that's an important question. I do face a lot of challenges when it comes to convincing a client. For number one, I do not work with clients directly because a lot of people are not even aware of what styling, interior styling is. So I basically approach architects and interior designers. I give them the presentation. I explain to them what interior styling is and how I can get much more on the table. So they are able to grasp the idea immediately. But I do face a lot of challenges, as in the client would say, no, we are already paying the interior designer for this work. So why should we hire one more person to do this extra work?
Very true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, but then that's what how I explain them that it's a win-win situation for any architect, interior designer, and the client. In a way that the interior designer will not have to go running around to procure all these items. I get them. I do all the selection for them, and I get them ready in their office. Also, because I work at micro level, architect designers are working at a macro level where they are looking into bigger spaces, furniture. What I am doing is working at a micro level. For example, if there is a wallpaper, what kind of wallpaper has to come, what color combination, what embroidery has to go on the cushion, all these smaller, finer details. I'm able to work out for them. So this helps in super specialization, you can say.
Okay.
Also, I work on styling a lot of homes. So where the ladies of the house are involved. So a
Okay.
lot of people, especially men architect designers, do not have that kind of temperament to go around selecting crockery,
Or the
artifacts,
taste.
curtains. Yes. So they are more than happy to let go and they are saying, okay, fine, you can go around looking for all those details.
Yeah.
So these are the smaller things that help, and that's how I pitch. But yes, it is still challenging for me. 10 years back when I started, it was more, but slowly the idea is picking up,
Okay.
thankfully.
All right. Mukul, I come from technology background and I know that in technology, the things are constantly evolving. I'm sure styling is also one of such attributes which keeps on evolving almost every other day. How do you
Oh,
keep track
yes.
of how do you keep track of all of that?
Um, yes, so thanks to internet and social media, it is helping a lot.
Mhm.
Along with that, I do attend a lot of business forums, or we have Triple ID. It's a platform where all architect designers get together once in a while. They have presentations there. They have discussions there. Also, I do travel a lot. I attend a lot of exhibitions. That's where a lot of I get to meet a lot of artists. I have to keep a track of all these artists working in different mediums. And thanks to social media, also I'm able to get in touch with them. I have to be updated with latest vendors, what kind of medium is coming, what kind of artwork is going on, what is the trend in interiors. So all this definitely helps me, and yes, I do have to travel, and a lot of galleries, for example, they come up with different people are doing amazing work. So I make sure that I'm in touch with them, so that whenever I need, I have easy referrals.
So when you chose to become interior stylist over interior
Yes.
designer, how convinced you
Yes.
were about the success of your business?
No, I was not. I had a lot of doubts in my mind because, as I said, interior designing I was doing very, very fine, and it's a good business, profit making business. So coming to styling was a little difficult for me to take the decision, coming again from the macro level to coming to micro level. But as I said, I always had that passion. I was more inclined, I realized, because I kept on working on a lot of projects, and I realized that I would like to get into these smaller details and coordination of different textures, colors, finishes. So I did, discuss with some fellow designers. So at that time, people were not ready for this idea. They still
Okay.
are not. As I said, I do face a lot of challenges even today, but slowly that idea is picking up.
So how do you see
By
your
now,
business growing in next few years?
next few years, I think it would be a good, great potential I see in this work. Because as I said, we nowadays we travel a lot with internet and social media. It's like the whole world has come closer, right? So you are a lot of things are easily accessible to you within the country or overseas.
Yeah.
So you are able to get in touch with a lot of people working in different fields related to
Different
this
walks of life.
technology. Yes, all walks of life. And so it's easy to procure things from them.
Mhm.
Also, with this, I must not, I can't continue without mentioning the corona and the pandemic. But with this thing, we are looking at this whole life in a very different perspective. We have all evolved, right, because of this corona and the challenges that we are facing. So, in that scenario, refurbishing or reinvention is playing an important role, I think. For example, now, especially when it comes to socializing or when it comes to working from home, right? So most of us are doing that. So in such cases, that's how I am convincing people that why don't you refurbish your homes? So you don't have to break down any walls, you don't have to do any major changes in your furniture, but you can refurbish or give a new look to your homes simply by changing your upholstery, simply by changing a light fitting, simply by placing the furniture items or planters in certain way. So you
Right.
can turn any corner in your house into an office space. Also, if you're not able to go out and socialize, you need to get your friends home, right? So for that also, you need to refurbish your homes. And I think interior stylist would be able to definitely help you with that.
Nice, nice. You are in business of creativity, and when it comes to
Yes, yes.
creativity, there is always a constant pressure of being unique and also different for different clients. How do you cope up with that?
Correct. Yeah, so I am, as I said, I'm already working with very creative people like architect designers. They are themselves so creative and doing wonderful work. So it's a big challenge for me that what is it that I can get on the table? What is it that extra what I can get
Correct.
on the site? Yeah, if I'm on board. So for that, as I said. I'm always looking for that specialization. I'm always trying to keep myself updated. So, what is it that what different people are working and what kind of work they are doing, so that I can, offer them for any particular project, residential or commercial.
Okay. Mukul, we are doing this program under the series of Women of Influence. What would be your message to the audience, and especially the women entrepreneurs listening to this conversation?
Um, for me personally, I've been very fortunate that I was raised in a family which had very liberal thinking, right? So they always encouraged me to follow my passion. They always encouraged me to take whatever profession I would like to follow. Thankfully, even after marriage, things were turned out very well for me. My husband, my in-laws are also very, very encouraging, but I understand there are a lot of women there out there who have to face a lot of challenges. Right, they come from different strata of society. A lot of challenges that they need to face, social, economical, mental. One message that I would like to give all of them is that the total responsibility of a woman falls on the woman herself to fight out those challenges, right? So there would be, I understand that men have what do you say, little lesser challenges as compared to women. But only a woman can help herself out. She has to persevere. She is thankfully blessed with amazing resilience. She can endure a lot, and I'm sure she will be able to rise above all those challenges. She is very, very powerful, very, very strong. She needs only to keep faith on herself and follow her dreams.
Mukul, thank you so much for those pearls of wisdom. I'm sure it is going to inspire and motivate to our woman entrepreneur. Any message specifically that you would like to give to new upcoming students about pursuing this particular profession?
In fact, I would like to know how many new students or upcoming people who are into this line of architecture or interior designers would, like to pursue interior styling. Even I would like to know. But I would say that anybody who is a little artistic in nature, you don't have to be a qualified architect or interior designer. Anybody who understands spaces, proportions, colors can definitely pursue interior styling. You need to have that little artistic inclination, and I'm sure that they will be able to do very well in this line of work. So I would definitely encourage them. And if there's any help that I can give from my side, I can say I have a few years of experience, so I would definitely like to share with them anytime. Most welcome.
Oh, that's so very nice of you, Mukul. It was pleasure talking to you. I think this conversation has been really, really insightful. I'm
Yes.
really thankful to you on behalf of Business Mantra for sparing your time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And I would like to thank Parag, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about my work on this one.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure is all ours.